edition of Top of the Morning Show. I'm Tom Leahy with my co-host.
I'm Jenine Jones. We're so glad to have you with us today.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to be talking about the recently retired president of Umbc.
Oh, he is a really great guy.
Yes, he is. I mean, I've read so much about him. He's had an amazing history, amazing future he's given to Umbc. It's incredible.
Wow, I can't wait to see it. Come back and see us. Welcome back to Top of the Morning. I'm here with my co-host,
Tom Leahy.
and I'm Jenine Jones. Well, this is a great event that we're getting ready to watch. I'm so excited about seeing the footage and all the things that they had for the retirement party.
Oh, absolutely. It's a huge event they put together. He was at UMBC for, I believe, 30 years before he retired. It's an amazing career.
Okay, well, let's go to a clip.
Where new generations of scholars stand ready to do their part and showing the way to a bright future. Thank you, Dr. Rogowski, for your tireless effort and your deep commitment, and for all you've done to secure a bright future for our university.
Wow, that was amazing.
It was. I mean, they just brought out everything for this gentleman. I mean, and which he deserves, rightfully so.
Yes.
I mean, the food looked amazing.
I know, it made me hungry. You hungry?
Yeah, I am. Believe it or not, I am right now. But we got to continue with this. So anyway, the music is incredible. You know, that's always a key thing.
Can you dance?
No.
Oh, come on.
No, I have no rhythm. No rhythm.
I saw you bopping your head there a little bit.
That was just a mistake. I'm just going to tell you that. But yeah, it's incredible. I mean, the things he's done for the college. He's taken it from a small campus to a premier campus, and not only in Maryland, but in all, the whole United States. They're one of the top now for STEM.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible what he's done. They've revamped how they've put their classes together for learning, to actually help students learn and elevate their grades.
That's important.
Yes, they've turned out so many great people, and they focus a lot on STEM, but they've also had their arts and humanities and everything down there.
Look at you knowing your
it's-
stuff there,
you
man.
know.
You should go work for
I
UMBC.
would love to, but I actually have several family members graduated from UMBC in the past, yes. They loved every minute they were there. It was amazing.
All right. Interesting that you have people in your family go to UMBC.
Yes, I mean, at the time, it was UMBC, University of Maryland, Towson, but UMBC just seemed to offer pretty much what everybody needed at the time. I mean, and they've expanded so much. And now with Dr. Freeman, I'm
This fly wants to be on camera. What's going on with that?
yeah,
Go away.
I don't know. But anyway, I'm sorry. Again, they've just offered so much for so many people, and the fact that they've actually looked at how to educate the minds so they do so much better and want to stay in what they start college with.
That's really cool.
incredible. Yes, he kind of frontiered that whole thing, and the 30 years. So again, I think he's an amazing man, and I believe we have a clip.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Took the first black kids in the potty in American education. And it was my friend Rick Burke who said, we need a statue on the campus. And he was right. So give the son home and the family, all the people who helped with the son and child and Rick Burke around the world. And then you go to what we call highway district. That's not where the performing arts and dance built. You get rhythm classes up there. In that building is the incredible Early Darrell Jenine Concert Hall. Fabulous. Give the Jenine and the Jenine Arts. These all come from the before people to invest in us in private funds. In a state where the public officials have really worked to invest in us, we talk about the $1 billion of construction. And then, as all of you know, that name Robert Mile, the chemistry building, the Mile Hall, with Bob and Jane Mile supported us, and now Bob Mile and our friend Rebecca. We have become this leading producer of talent who goes on to get a PhD in the sciences. Big deal. Robert Mile, who is 98 and watching this, give Bob, our dad, privilege to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, because the harder I work, the more I live. Life is no brief candle to me. It is instead a sort of splendid torch that I will carry for as long as I can, even though it's just a moment. And I want it to burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. I am so thrilled that we have attracted to Umbc, who will be coming in August, the Dean of the Trinity College of Arts and Sciences at Duke University, and fabulous polymer chemist, Dr. Valerie Shears, as we give the new president a round of applause. Years ago, I thought about the fact that we were founded in 1963 as the first campus that would admit students of all races. And it was unusual, it was an experiment. And we took that stand in this state, and it happened in the same year that John Kennedy was killed, our beloved president. And Harold Adams, who recently died, was on the group with me and told the story that as a young architect at RTKL in Baltimore, he was going to be developing the physical structure of Umbc. And he was going to do something very different. He had just been invited at that time to the White House. He was invited by the Kennedy family to come and to develop some symbol of hope. And it is called the John F. Kennedy Eternal Flame. And so if you don't remember anything else from tonight about why we're here, it is this notion that we were created in a dark period in the history of our country. And yet, that symbol of hope, that flame, was created by the same mind that began to develop the physical structure of Umbc. He said, Freeman, when I thought about a campus where people of all races could go, I was not used to that. And I thought at that time, this is the hope of America. In 1963 or in 66, when Jack and I went off to Hampton, the founding group of students came in, the faculty came, we could never have imagined that one day, one of those little kids from across the road would become the first black and first woman speaker of a house of the Maryland. This white boy goes off, comes to Umbc, gets 3 degrees, becomes the president of Clemson, that's the president of the Hopkins ATL, of the valedictorian, Murfreesboro High School, becomes the vice president of Hopkins, all the young folk who creates the vaccine, the numerous scientists you heard from tonight. These are all stories of people whose lives have been transformed. And so I challenge us in this moment of darkness in our country, as we see some hope in COVID, as we worry about gun violence, notion that we are so great as a country that we must say we can be better than this. That it will be education and university that will make the difference in creating people, selecting people who will make policies so more little children like my grandson and like others around this country can become good readers and love learning. I am so honored tonight. I have enjoyed the text messages keep sending them to me. And remember that it really is our thoughts that become our words, that become our actions, that become our habits, that become our character. It has been my honor to serve as the president of UMBC. God bless you.
Wow, that was so inspiring.
It was. Wow, you hear that? There's the cannons. It must be noontime.
It must be noon.
So that's like lunchtime for us.
I think
And
so.
So we'll be right back.
All right.
USS Constellation. There's a grand lady in Baltimore who has taken her rightful place as the Inner Harbor's crown jewel in the heart of the Chesapeake Bay. Launched in 1854 as the last all-sail ship designed and built for the United States Navy, Constellation's century of service embraced the ages of sail, steam, gas, diesel, and nuclear power. Imagine that, launched in 1854 and still afloat. Even more exciting, visitors can come aboard Constellation and explore to their heart's content. On board Constellation, history comes alive as visitors touch, feel, and experience what life was like for sailors during the Civil War. Just bring your imagination. Constellation is the second of 3 U.S. Navy vessels to carry the same venerable name. The first, the frigate Constellation, was built right here in Baltimore at Harris Creek and launched in 1797. Known as the Yankee Racehorse, the frigate Constellation was one of the first 6 ships built by the United States Navy. The ship you see here, the sloop of war Constellation, was built at the Gosport Navy Yard in Portsmouth, Virginia, and launched in 1854. A newspaper account from the day of her launch reported that there were 8 pieces of the original frigate Constellation contained within her timbers. The third Constellation was the aircraft carrier CV-64. Launched in 1960, she served until 2003. President Ronald Reagan called her America's flagship.
Oh, hey, I think we're back. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. And we are still discussing the retirement for the Umbc president.
Yes, he is an amazing man. I'm so glad I got a chance to be able to listen to what he had to say, and he just made me feel like all warm and tingly inside.
He's a very inspiring person, very inspiring. Just the fact that he's devoted his entire life to education and to better education for everybody.
Yeah.
That's an incredible thing. You know, it takes a lot to want to do that.
Yes, it does, and I'm so thankful that they were able to honor him the way that they did, and just do all the things that they put into this production, and, well, I call it production because we're TV people, but his retirement party and event, it was just really inspiring to see everything like that.
Right, rightfully so well deserving for that gentleman.
Okay. Guess what we have next, Tom?
I have no idea.
Are you excited?
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
Yes.
We have a clip of his wife speaking.
Wow.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Please welcome Mrs. Jackie Lebowski.
staff, and dignitaries and leaders, and the list goes on. I just want to thank all of you for being here this evening as we celebrate Freeman's retirement. And though he is not here in person, I can assure you that he feels even more at this moment connected to all of you. You know, COVID has truly taught us that even though in times like this we must be physically distant, we can still be deeply connected. And that's never more apparent than tonight. Because you know that Freeman is wishing that he could be right here this moment tonight. And I know he is watching from home, because I left him in a good spot to make sure that he's seeing all of this. And we make sure that all of our family members and everyone here has followed all of the protocols, because we want to make all of you safe in knowing that we are fully vaccinated and we tested positively negative. So I want to scare you, tested negative, before coming here this evening. Let me start by thanking all of you for being here. I want to thank especially all of the speakers who have preceded me.
There's always a strong woman behind a strong man, don't you think?
Absolutely, I was going to say that. It takes
Right
a
out your
strong
mouth,
woman to
didn't I?
make a strong man. You know, everybody forgets about the other half. But without her, he may not have been where he is today.
Just like
you know?
us, you know, we help
Hey,
each other out.
That's it.
Okay.
I've been riding you for this whole show, you know what I'm saying? So you can just, I hope I'm not weighing you down.
No, you are not. We are a team. We work together. Well, we're going to take it to a break. You think so?
That works for me.
We'll see you when we come back.
Absolutely.
Welcome to On the Table. I'm Betty Shepard.
And I'm Kevin Seidenstricker.
The champagne of evening soul.
Welcome back. I'm so glad you're still here to join us. Thank you for tuning in to another show at the top of the morning. I'm Tom Leahy.
And I'm Jenine Jones. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. See you next week.
Bye.